room.
It's the notoriety.
You get free clothes and shit.
That's all you get as an artist, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when it
Them
come
advances.
down to,
Oh, you get 100,000, but you don't know you got to pay $1 million back on that 100,000.
and then
like,
you blow through that, it's over with.
Exactly.
Now you blaming the label,
Yep.
talking about they ain't
a
invested
bad deal.
when
Yep.
they done did what they did.
Yeah. It's cool to say Tampa has good artistry.
Yeah.
But it's like you got to start pointing out people, like,
Yeah.
so people can know who to go look for.
Right.
Because,
But
like you said,
the thing
Tampa
about
is
that-
still so open. Who do we really have as a face, even with Doechii? Like,
Yeah, but most of the people
The
that's
writing.
moving down here just like corporate 9 to
Yeah,
5 workers.
they're not
They're really
artists.
not
And
like
people not working.
creatives.
People not working to get to those people. Like
yes.
9 to 5 workers listen to music,
Yeah.
but we ain't working hard enough to get to those people.
See,
Cerebral Chaos Podcast episode.
13.
Thank you, because I forgot.
Yes, sir.
We got a special guest today.
Very special guest.
Tampa native.
Rockstar Rello, man. I'm in here, dog.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. We got
Yes,
Rockstar
sir.
Rello in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Artist out of Tampa, Florida.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Any what's the song you said you got a song coming out right now?
Oh yeah. Nah,
It's
it's out.
already out.
It's
Oh, it's already out?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
sir.
out.
What's
It's
the name of
doing
that,
pretty
man?
Good, man. Rockstar Rello Out of Time
Yes,
At the
sir.
time.
on YouTube right now.
Yeah,
The rest of the platforms we working on it, but I got a little sample on there, so it's a little tough.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we working on it, man. But it's out now though, for sure. It's doing pretty good for the first week. So,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And it ain't pretty good. That shit
yeah,
blowing.
yeah.
And I really fought with the song because,
I appreciate.
like
that.
you said, when that sample came on, I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But when the way you made it come together and to play off that
Yeah.
with the four,
yeah.
that shit tough. That
Man,
shit
I was
tough.
trying to me and my producer Twist on the beat.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy. But we been trying to just figure something out. So I was thinking of a sample that I felt like nobody did before.
Yeah,
And that was like that
was a perfect sample because the concept of the song and everything is just on point.
Yeah.
Like you can literally play it, visualize it in your head as you listening to it. You like, damn.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I appreciate that.
1 minute it was working, then it ain't, but we can get back right.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
all that. I'm just like, dog, I can literally visual that shit in my head. Like
Yeah, we can do it,
that
man.
shit fire.
4 minutes just ain't enough though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No,
it ain't.
facts.
It ain't. It really ain't.
We need the tape.
But I ain't gonna lie, them 4 minutes is impactful though.
Nah, yeah.
Cause it might not be
Depending on how
enough,
you
but
using them.
as soon as we walk away, you gonna be like, damn, you gonna be thinking about them 4 minutes for weeks.
Yeah,
It's like,
depending on how you use them, dog.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
How long you been doing music for?
Nah, I've been doing music for a minute. This actually my third time actually like getting a buzz again.
yeah,
So it's like it's so up and down. I've been doing music for about 8 years though.
yeah.
Wait, so you say getting the buzz again as in like
My third time like for the city, like
Yeah.
me having a decent name.
right.
And everybody like, oh, I want to book them, whatever.
Okay.
It's like my third time.
Nice.
So
That's
hopefully-
fine that you're able to
Yeah.
do that again and again. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So how you been able to like deal with that, having the buzz and then slowing up on it and then picking it back up?
It's been so up and down, bro.
Yeah.
But that's the thing though. The first time I ain't know anything about music, so I ain't had no choice but to let it die.
Yeah.
And then do a little research.
Yep.
The second time, it was kind of like being in bad predicaments with people.
Okay.
Mm.
You
Yep.
feel me? So that was more learning that I had to do. But this time, I feel like I got it going. So
Yeah.
It shows. It definitely shows. Cause like you say, you've been getting booked. I've been seeing your work. I've been hearing your music, and I ain't heard nothing yet where I'm like, this bad.
yeah, nah, for sure. I appreciate that.
I could
dog.
tell you actually putting a lot of work in your craft, and I'm just like, yo,
Yeah, time, man, thought, man, and then like I said, just being with the right people too.
yeah.
So yeah.
So other than the producer you shout out earlier, who else you been working with?
RP Nitro, man. That was
Yes.
one of my like
Yep.
earlier, like with the mirror musics and the body parties, and that was my producer at that time. But shout out that boy, man. RP. I love my boy. That's my brother. Yeah, shout out him, and also the studio that was working at AVS.
Okay.
And
I heard of
PK,
them.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So shout out them boys too.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Fire.
That's
bro.
what's up, man.
So you mainly do the R&B. Do you dabble in any other genres? Have you ever tried?
Oh no, I
doing-
got look. I got some of everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it ain't.
for sure.
I put out R&B because that's what my I don't say fans, I say supporters.
Yeah,
Because supporters are more important than fans.
that's a fact.
Fans come and go.
No,
Yep.
you hear me? But
Yeah.
supporters
That's a
gonna
fact.
stay and they gonna support everything that you do.
That's a
Agree.
fact.
So yeah, but for my supporters, that's what I noticed that they listen to the most from me.
Mm-hmm.
I done did put out rap tracks and I got some country stuff that I'm working on.
You about to be on
I ain't even-
Shabuzi.
Yeah.
Shaboos.
I got EDM stuff that I'm working on.
Yo,
That's hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Afro
looking at.
beats.
That's hard.
It's a lot of different stuff I'm working on.
Nice.
But yeah, I got a lot of that going on.
Yeah, some of those other genres will really take you to the international stage.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
If you could tap in the right way.
Even with the Out of Time, that's not regular R&B. That was like something different that we tapped into.
Right,
So
right.
That's why I'm finna go ahead and just go with that lane.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but it's definitely a lane that I
Pop
feel
star
like
Rello.
nobody in.
Basically,
Yeah,
basically,
yeah, for sure.
basically,
For sure.
anything that's popular, I'm on that.
Right.
No cap.
I'm with that. That's hard around here, man. So with the other genres, have you been able to find like other features and people in the city to work with, or have you been like reaching out to other cities and states?
I haven't
Yeah.
been reaching out to other cities and states at the moment because I feel like I gotta work a little harder.
Okay, I can
Because
respect that.
even with the 2 times before, my name was just in surrounding areas. So I feel like when I put enough work in to be able to holler at other people, where I could be like, hey man, I got this going on, that going on, then it'll probably come a little easier. But at this moment, nah, I haven't. But in the city, I haven't either because I feel like I got a lot of stuff going on with me and my team.
Yeah.
With Money Making Mint, Paper Trail Duke.
Okay,
Them guys. So I got a lot going on with those fellas. So just trying to keep it in right now until we get to where we trying to get.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, because obviously, like you said, you got a team and everything that y'all working on.
Yeah.
Without giving up too much information, like what's the goal?
The goal right now at this moment
Yeah.
is to get me and push me as far as we can go.
Okay.
But the ultimate goal is to be the biggest shit ever.
Okay. I respect
real.
that.
That's the ultimate goal.
So-
and I'm sorry. I was not supposed to cuss.
You can
Nah,
cuss,
bro,
for
you-
sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Fuck.
my
You good? See.
Just making sure. My bad.
I appreciate everybody for asking us that though.
I
Everybody
do
said
too.
that.
I do
My
too.
bad.
For sure. The reason why I asked that because like, does the being the biggest shit ever, does it have to be an artist? Could it be you writing music for the biggest artist?
Yeah.
Can it be you producing for the biggest artist?
Whatever way
Okay.
that makes me the biggest shit ever, whether it's writing for somebody or being the artist or even getting artists and putting them under the umbrella to make them
Okay, yeah.
who they're gonna be.
A&R.
Because it's whatever to get in the door and stay in the door.
Facts.
That's what I mean by the biggest
Facts.
shit ever.
Yeah, I agree. Imagine making as much money as you want, living how you want off
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see people doing that. I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, that's
Because
very
that's
possible.
that's the play for real. Like
Yeah.
I don't care to be like the spotlight dude. It just so happened that it happens that way.
It's working right now.
But yeah, it's working. But I don't really care for it.
Yeah.
That's why, to be honest, bro, everybody asks me about why I don't do a lot of videos and stuff. I ain't really care to be like, oh, I got a video shoot, got a video.
Yeah.
It ain't really me. So,
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But
It's a lot.
yeah, I'm just trying to do it however I can, man. So if you need a song written, come holler at me.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like
Come
to
holler
hear.
at me, man.
Because as somebody who did music before and now like podcasting and I also like did music videos and all of that, I realized that the money is just not being the artist.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all of the stuff that people do to
In the
make the
background.
artist.
Yes.
You know, the people who do the videos, they make good money. The people who produce the artists, they make good money. The people who make the beats, who engineer, who mix.
They make
Engineers
more
make.
money.
I was just the
If
engineers
you want to
make.
be for real,
They really
more
make the money.
Because most people don't realize as the artist,
the
you
last
getting the
person
flashy stuff.
get paid. No, you the last person to get paid, man.
That's
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah.
You get the flashy stuff. You get the fame. You get the people know who you are when you walk into a
It's the
room.
notoriety.
You get free clothes and
That's
shit.
all you get as an artist, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when they
Them
come down
advances.
to,
Oh, you get 100,000, but you don't know you got to pay $1 million back on that 100,000.
and then
like,
you blow through that, it's over with.
Exactly.
Now you blaming the label,
Yep.
talking about they ain't
a
invested.
bad deal.
When
Yeah.
they done did what they did,
Yeah, they
they
told
did
what
what
they
you
was gonna
signed
do.
for.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
that's
yeah.
a fact.
And the crazy part is they blow through it because they feel like they gotta have it. You kind of do gotta have the image
Yeah.
and the whole aura, at least the rap music.
Yeah,
So it's like, damn, I already gotta make sure I got this going.
You gotta be smart though, man.
But I was gonna say you can do it creatively too.
yeah,
It's like with any investment, man. You can't take the money and then just blow it.
that's a fact.
You get the money and you keep investing.
You gotta be a businessman about
Yeah,
it.
be smart about it though.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
right.
If I'm giving you $100,000 for you to invest in your career, you go buy jewelry and cars. That ain't no investment to your
No,
career.
it's not.
Yeah.
If anything, you lost value on all that
You
shit.
hear me?
Yeah.
So
As soon as the car get off the lot, you don't lost about 20%
that's how a lot
of it.
people. That's how a lot of people fuck up too, though.
Yeah.
Doing that same thing.
It's a
Over and
product
over.
of our environment,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
Like we ain't never had that kind of money before, and most times the people we see with that kind of money, that's the first thing they buy.
Yeah, true.
So it's a learned behavior, and
Some
I
people
get
don't
it
be
sometimes.
understand the work behind that though.
Yeah,
When they see people going to buy, it's because they ain't just got 100,000.
they probably use their credit.
Yeah, bro.
You never
bro.
really know, bro.
They
Yeah,
probably
very
use their
true.
credit
You
and
never
got a
really
car
know.
payment.
Yeah.
Yeah, tax
That's a
write-offs, all
fact.
kind of stuff.
That's a fact.
I always
Put
tell
it in the
people-
LLC.
Right. I always tell people like, bro, you gotta use music to multiply your money.
That's a
almost.
fact.
You can't just be like, I mean, some people do come from nothing.
Yeah,
And then something strikes and then
Yeah.
boom. But for the most part, you gotta have some money.
But the people that
invest in-
actually get into music and then they get paid for music, they got somebody in their corner that's like, hey, bro, you got to go invest into
That's
this.
a fact.
Yeah.
You got to go do this right
That's a
here.
fact.
Like they got them people that's like, hey, we ain't finna spend all this money right now.
Yeah.
Right.
You got some more money to get before you can start buying chains and cars.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
one of the prime examples I could think of is like Rod Wave, because like
He ready to quit.
yeah.
He ready.
he invested in properties and
Yeah.
all types of shit, and he made so much money from doing all the tours back to back. Like
Yeah.
he said, he could literally just be like, "Nigga, I could not make music for the next 5 to 10
It's
years."
because too though, everything he done did done went platinum, bro.
Yeah.
bro.
That's a fact.
It's like
That's a
bruh,
fact. That's a fact.
in a 5 to 6 year run, because that's about how long
Yeah.
Rod Wave been hot.
Yep.
By 5 to 6 run,
All platinums.
every platinum album he done dropped,
Yep.
everything just platinum, bro.
That's a
It's
fact.
like, man, ain't nothing you can. I can quit.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm
Literally.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, and I've heard this before, where it's like when you get that big, you're almost like a corporation.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you're employing a lot of people and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like
Facts.
pressure to keep working almost to just
Keep
Just
everything
keep
afloat.
everybody
Just
employed.
keep going
Yeah.
employed, right. So it's like that's tricky. But would you? So if you got to that level, would you ever pivot off and you'd be like,
I think I ain't gonna say not where I'm leaving everybody for dead, nah. But when I get to that level, I'm gonna do other stuff anyway, like acting and all that other kind
Okay.
of stuff. I'm trying
Okay.
to do everything that you can do,
Yeah.
if it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
what's your first role gonna be? What's your first?
I don't know, man. I
What
want
would
to play
you do?
something funny, man. I
I respect that.
That's hard.
I want to play one of them funny movies, man.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
fire. I
Shit,
know a
with
guy,
Friday
man.
coming around and
Yeah, you hear me?
fucking Marlon them doing Scary Movie again.
Yeah.
We getting that black comedy back too. I want that. I'm with you on
No
that.
cap.
I'm with you on that. So let me ask you about like how do you feel about the politics of like music industry, and how has that been affecting you?
We talking about the politics of the big industry or
labels
the
and
industry?
stuff.
We could start local and then
Yes.
we can incorporate it into like the bigger.
I'm
industry.
gonna say as far as local, we can't really say it's politics because nobody got nothing.
No control.
No
Cool.
disrespect to nobody.
Yeah.
But nobody got a lot going on that they can control. Just
The market
one
of the
thing.
city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's nothing right now.
Yeah.
At
Right.
this moment, it's like the people from the last 3 to 4 years that kind of got in and didn't do much.
Right.
But outside of that, it ain't really no politics.
Mhm.
Everything wide open.
True.
Anybody
Very
can make a song right now
And blow
and
up.
do good and
Yeah.
it blow up.
Yeah.
But I feel like nobody's putting in, that much work at the moment.
Yeah.
Because one thing I noticed from like the things that I've been seeing, our biggest investment as of Tampa right now has been our producers.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they making good money. They got plaques already, gold. Some people got platinums.
The producers are working harder than the artists.
Yeah, and I feel like what would we need to do to start putting our artists also in the realm of blowing up like our producers?
See, I had just talked to, when we did the mic drop video for Out of Time with Swift.
Yep.
I was just talking to Swift about this same thing, bruh.
Okay.
And from what Swift said, Mike, you know, Swift been in the.
Yes, he has.
He in there, so he's
a producer, camera guy.
Yeah.
He does a little bit of everything. Yeah.
From what Swift said, bro, we need somebody that's gonna work a hard 2 years.
Okay.
A hard 2 years, like nonstop, like videos. I'm over here doing this. I'm over here doing that. I need this beat from that person. I need like a hard 2 years, and we'll have something.
I can see that.
So when y'all talk about this, because I noticed that we have Doechii in Tampa, you got Rod Wave in St. Pete, but they didn't really. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They didn't open the floodgates for just a bunch of artists to start blowing up.
Yeah.
You
like
better not say that.
I mean, no, it may.
Nah, they be ready to buy Doechii.
But Doechii, yeah, we know. But
no, that's I don't mean like her fans.
Yeah,
no, I ain't saying it like that.
no, I get what you're saying. Though.
Yeah.
We not attacking her.
Oh,
We just saying
yeah.
like
She didn't really make it like.
Not that's all attacking her, but
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
because she shot us out and all of that,
Yeah.
but it's not like it really. It's cool to say Tampa has good artistry,
Yeah.
but it's like you got to start pointing out people, like,
Yeah.
so people can know who to go look for.
Right.
Because,
But
like you said,
the thing
Tampa
about
is
that-
still so open. Who do we really have as a face, even with Doechii? Like,
Right, that's what I mean. Like,
But see, what I'm gonna say is, as far as just for instance, just for with Doechii, right?
yeah,
It wasn't nobody close enough to her for her to be like,
that's true.
hey, I fuck with this person in
That's
the city.
true.
Like she had
They
to.
probably thought she was weird or some
You
shit.
get what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
had to move from outside of here to really be like, all right, I'm finna do what I do. But I'm from Tampa though, just
Yeah.
to let y'all know. But
Yeah.
it wasn't nobody here that helped me get to where I needed
That's
to
a
go.
fact. That's
As
a
far
fact.
as I know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
We'll
But
find out.
you know, yeah.
We'll find out.
As far as I know though,
Yeah.
I haven't heard it's not another artist in the city that was like, dang, I was in the studio with Doechii.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
a fact.
That's a little different when it come down to that.
Yeah, cause the point that he making, I get it for sure. Cause like when you think of like other artists, even like with a Kodak, he had somebody under him.
Yeah.
From the city.
Even with Rod Wave, like
Yeah.
Rod
Yes.
Wave from St. Pete,
Exactly.
he got your boy Owen Man too,
Yep,
right
yep.
under him. Like
Yep.
he got people that you know
From the city.
Yeah, from the city.
Yeah.
So it's like if you was rocking with me while I was going up, yeah,
Then you'll see some other people.
you get what I'm saying. But
That makes sense.
With Doechii, I don't think it was nobody around her
co-sign that.
you know, for her to be able to like, oh, now I'm at the BET Awards. Let me shout out, bro.
Yeah.
Or sis or whoever.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So
That's a fact.
I think
Yeah.
that's what make it different for Doechii though.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see, cause for somebody who been in the music like him as well, cause he a producer as well. Yeah, so if you want
That's right
to
now.
ever hear some beats from him or whatever the
Yeah, I
case may
need
be.
to hear
So we was talking about
Got
the
you.
producers working hard. I'm like, yeah, it's just
For sure. So
I
really
need to hear
are.
sometime, for real.
What I'm trying to get at is like,
Stop.
I've seen so many heard so many talented people from the city.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, damn, why nobody ain't fucking with bro? Like, his music is good. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta push somebody.
Yeah.
We gotta push somebody.
Yeah.
I don't really care who it is at this point, but it's too much talent in the city to not start building a train reaction where we're gonna put him out first, and then we're gonna put this person out, then we're gonna put this person out, and we just keep pushing.
You know what happens though is that, mind you, we all understand that. I don't know, except for probably a few people that got signed for real, that's making money off of music.
True.
So-
True.
If you feel like for instance, if I feel like I'm like, hey, bro, you working hard.
Yeah.
I want to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's somebody that got a little bigger name than you gonna do.
Charge you.
Yeah, charge you. Like, what are we doing, bro?
True.
Ain't nobody got no money.
Yeah.
$500, bro. You don't even pay that kind of money for nothing.
And
you
it do not be reasonable prices.
Like, ain't nobody got no money, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me to charge you anything, what we doing?
That's a fact.
What we doing?
That's a fact.
I had a dude
And
try
I
to charge me to rap
understand-
on my beat. I was like, damn, I was trying to see some beats. Like, he was like $100.
Like, come on,
$100
man.
bucks?
And I completely understand that that nothing's free.
Nothing.
I completely
Nothing.
understand that. But some of these prices that these folks,
You good. Keep talking.
but some of these prices that these folks be talking about, it's like, man, what do y'all got going on, man?
I think it's one of those things where, cause like what you saying is important because I always think of like Atlanta and the way they did things.
Yeah.
Even the niggas didn't even like each other like that.
Yeah.
They would go to each other's studio sessions. They'll rap on each other's songs.
And even if I didn't go to your studio session with you, send it.
Exactly.
I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care how much we ain't getting together. Your side ain't fucking with my side. I don't
Yep.
care. Send the record.
Yeah,
Cause you got something going and I got something going.
I think because that's kind of been my message moving forward. Like I keep telling people, like, work with one another.
Yeah.
Like you said, because I'm sure you reached out to plenty of people.
Oh, yeah,
and
man.
you probably that's why you getting this consistent of saying like, hey, they charging, and these niggas ain't. And we all ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Even the nigga that's asking me for the feature money
Yeah,
ain't
for
got no
sure.
money. So it's just one of those things. If we start getting to a point where we just start realizing like we building each other fan bases,
Yeah.
and then to the point where like somebody gonna hear us from somewhere else.
And me personally, I feel like if you feel like that person can't build your fan base,
Yeah,
just don't work with them.
that's it. It's simple as that.
But when it come down to like somebody know that I got something going on, and I understand that you got something going on, I'm like, hey, bro, let's try to put something together.
Yeah,
What are you gonna charge me?
yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? Now, if it was something where somebody like, dang, bro, because I understand that, like I said, nothing free. Man, shoot me 50 for gas or something. Like,
Yeah.
that's okay. Come on, now if somebody ain't doing that. Now, what we talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, we shot somebody 50 for gas and he had an electric vehicle.
Yeah, hey man,
Yo,
that's wild.
we didn't find out till he was leaving. I was like, that's a Tesla
Hey, you shot them 50 for some electricity.
for a charge.
Hey yo,
Yeah,
$50
that's-
worth
hey
of volts.
yo,
Nah, that's wild though.
hey yo, this is life, boy. This is life. But that just lets you know, like,
Yeah,
cause he did it and he didn't have to do it.
yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
it was like we appreciate it, but we just thought it was funny.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Say gas.
Is that a hybrid? Nah.
you do know that they have
man.
charging stations at
Yeah,
your
right.
apartment.
Yeah, that's
It's
wild.
free.
It's charging 50. You ain't have to say gas, bro.
But
shit
we
is funny.
appreciate it because what
Yeah.
you're saying is so important because
Yeah.
we feel the same way. Like, for us, we looked at it as like, this is an opportunity to put people on in our city.
Yeah.
But we also been using this as a platform to build black men and just build up black communities in general.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So that's why, like, for us, it's important to have these conversations because we know it's so much talent in the city, and if we doing our whatever we can to put people on.
Yeah,
But like you said, at some point we gonna have to start charging people.
yeah,
And that's just part of the game.
yeah.
But
So what do
we
you
want to
think-
see people pop though.
Yeah,
for sure.
You think that's the difference between like a Tampa music scene versus like you got like Memphis and Atlanta and you got Houston where all these artists be coming out of these cities?
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't mean
I don't
like-
want to sound ignorant because I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But most of those places are more notorious for making money around here.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we are too though. We
We
I feel
are.
like there's money in Tampa.
We are, but like you said, the game that we play is the ones who make the money. They keep the money to themselves.
Yeah.
They not really investing
not
it nowhere else
But-
around it. There.
The probably the difference is though. I ain't gonna say people get burnt everywhere. You go.
Yeah.
But people here, I don't know what it is, man. It's like you'll get the person that's gonna invest into you,
Yeah.
and then you fuck them over so bad
Bruh.
that they don't even wanna like
Deal
hey,
with
bro,
nobody else.
I don't wanna do no music
Yeah.
no more, bro.
I don't want to deal with nobody else.
I'm finna go get the restaurant over here. I'm
Yeah.
finna go get the gas station.
Yeah,
That's funny
Like
you say that.
it's like,
That's funny you
bruh,
say that.
like
that's true.
some of the
'Cause-
artists just be having to have some integrity about themselves.
Mm.
Where like, bro, what you do for me, I got you.
Yeah.
After you do what you do for me,
Yeah.
I ain't finna let you do that and then go say, bro, help me over here.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you gotta come on, man. You know this man done put 50,000 into you, bro.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too.
You get the 50,000, get a little name, and now you done ran off. Like, come on, man, we ain't making no sense.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to make this work, man, because it's way too much talent.
Is
dog.
Tampa home of the scammers?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
And they Drop City.
For sure.
Oh yeah, Drop City was crazy.
Drop City was
Hey,
popping.
I still think that's one of my biggest regrets in life.
Not doing a drop?
Not being able to get a drop on.
Nah,
At least one.
I got one.
Still
But
the biggest
just getting
regret in my
Don't come
life.
after me, guys.
Only the millionaires went to prison, man.
That's
Oh
a fact.
shit, yeah.
If
That
that's
one
a
lady.
fact.
If you was gonna be a little 100,000,
That's a fact. It's still one of my biggest regret in life. I'm like,
Niggas
niggas
do
is
it too
doing
much.
what?
Yeah,
She made how much?
Yeah, that's
What?
funny.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
they definitely could have got a couple thousands in that dog.
that's a fact.
I
That's
got a
fact.
couple hundred.
That's
But
a
I was
fact.
helping somebody else. I just gave the address. So
That's a fact.
that's
a fact.
funny.
I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I ain't do nothing.
That's a
I ain't
fact.
get no money
That's a
from
fact.
nothing. They think
Y'all think Tampa should get a basketball team?
they got one.
The NBA team though.
Nah.
They said it's been about the Raptors.
It's too
this
crazy for.
They might though, bro, cause the way they tearing everything down and building it back up,
Right.
They might. They ain't no telling.
And there's a lot of places where I'm seeing like, oh, they could build some big shit right here.
Yeah,
Like
They-
Tampa's
I don't know, man. Do we
I don't know where
really-
they would do it though.
but
Do we
they
really need that though?
they throwing up so it's
you know
so
where they
many
could do
people
it?
here though that they
Yeah.
throwing up apartment after
They're
apartment.
throwing.
No,
bro,
that's
I
a
just
fact.
seen one in
That's a
Land Lakes.
fact.
I'm talking about the biggest apartments.
That's a fact.
Like, who finna move in here, bro?
Yeah.
Like, this shit's
That's a
gonna be
fact.
$2,500 a month.
Nah, cause we kind of overpopulated though.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
bad.
done came down here.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
They ain't going nobody business.
It's Brady's fault.
I'm with
Stopping up our interstates and shit. I remember back in the day, bro.
you. You could get anywhere in 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I swear to God, I was hitting 80 on every fucking highway.
no
You
cap.
couldn't stop
Hey,
me.
At traffic time.
Yeah,
Literally.
5 o'clock.
Literally, I keep telling people that shit. That shit be bothering me because I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused. Why
Too
like
much going on.
like that shouldn't that help the music scene like get more?
Yeah, but most of the people that's
Notoriety.
moving down here just like corporate 9 to
Yeah,
5 workers.
they're
They're
not
really
artists.
not
And
like
people not working.
creatives.
People not working to get to those people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
9 to 5 workers listen to music,
Yeah.
but we ain't working hard enough to get to those people.
See, you tying it all back in, and that's
Yeah.
the point, right?
I like the accountability, bro, because honestly, a lot of people will blame every other factor except
Yeah,
the artists
Nah,
and
man,
the business
it's,
people.
it's us, man. It's the artists, dog.
yeah.
That's real.
And it's gonna be a gang gonna talk about it ain't me. I was- well, why you got that hot ass song just sitting in the computer or sitting on your phone?
We literally were just telling the artists that one of the things you gotta do is you gotta be consistent with your music. You
What?
cannot sit on music because the thing is, everything is moving so fast. You gotta start getting your, like you said, building your supporters.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta hit them with something because they might not like the song you put out before, but that song after that, they gonna be like, I'm rocking with this.
And it's like that's all from paying attention.
Yeah.
When you paying attention to what's really going on, bruh. Me and my wife was listening to the radio the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Glorilla came on the radio 3 times for 3 different songs. Bro.
Yeah, she
Running
got a
that
pocket right now. she putting on.
Yes.
Like, she putting on. Like,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
And she just performed yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Tampa, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like it's we gotta work. We gotta
Gotta
work,
work.
man.
Yeah.
Whether it's just dropping song after song, just some kind of consistency. That's
Yeah.
all people want to see and hear.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
I
That's
talked to a dude at Capitol Records at the beginning of this year, and he said exactly what I was telling dudes for years, which is like, bro, put the song out, just put it out now. Put it out right now while you love this song once it's done mixing stuff.
Yeah.
Stop
And
listening
then-
to it for 2-3 months.
Exactly. Stop listening to it every day,
Yeah.
and then go back and listen, and then keep putting out music. So when you find an artist or when somebody finds your stuff, they're gonna go back and listen to all this.
Yeah.
Fact.
You don't need 1 million views in the first day or two like that because you ain't there yet.
Yeah. No, not at
So
all.
yeah, you got to just put
And
the
that's
music
why
out.
I know it's a lot of people probably thinking like, because with the song that I just put out of time again.
Out of time.
Definitely
But-
go check that out.
Yeah, but with that, everybody probably, I know, because even my girl said it. She was like, why you keep posting that? Because it's the way that it's going up, it's little, but it mean a lot because it's showing you that people listening.
Yeah.
Like, in a week. I'm at 800 views, almost 900 views. I take that.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get. I mean, when it comes, it's gonna come.
Right.
But if I can't get to 5,000 in a day yet, who tripping?
Right.
Nah.
But the fact that
trip.
that it's going up every day, that's all that matters to me, man.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't sit there and really think about how much 800 views is.
You hear me?
Or even in a week, 800 views, that's 100 views a day. Like,
It's people that ain't touching 800 views
Not at all.
in their career.
yeah.
Not at all.
Like on one song.
Be having 50 views on their shit.
Come on, man.
And that's still a lot.
Yeah.
Technically, it's still a
Yeah.
lot.
It is.
Because everybody's so used to the million,
I know.
10 million,
But
5
that's people that's been working so hard and got money behind them and got all
A
this
team
going
behind
on.
them.
Yeah. Like you can't put yourself there until you got that same team and that same type of money.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this, because this is what I'm starting to realize that needs to be a fix moving forward. Because even Meek Mill realized it, and I think a lot of people, like even Kanye, is streaming kind of played out at this point? Should we be trying to,
Streaming music?
should we be trying to get to our consumers directly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really what we should be starting
See,
doing.
you
at
know
this
who
point.
you know who opened that? I ain't gonna say who opened it, but who I've noticed that capitalized off that is that boy Russ.
Lil Russell?
Lil
Yes.
Russ.
Yeah, that's what I
Lil
was
Russell,
listening to.
yep.
Him and
Yeah.
and even the other Russ too.
Russ, yeah.
He was so early on it
Years
That's a
ago.
fact.
that people
Facts.
didn't understand, but now everybody's starting to
Yeah.
understand, and they getting their own little Patreons and
Yep.
all that other kind.
We about to do that. Trust me,
That's
it's coming.
really that's really how you get what
It's
you're trying
coming.
to get out.
Yeah.
You get you some subscribers that's gonna pay you a couple dollars,
Yeah.
because you know that they really there for you. If they whether it's $1 or $2,
That's what I'm
you
saying.
know that they there for you. They want to hear
Yeah.
what's going on. So yeah, that's the streaming. Yeah, that's a little played.
I
Yeah.
just seen something about that. Joe
But that's
Budden
how
was talking
fast
about
the
that.
world moves
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and that's what, you ever heard of Even Biz?
No,
It's-
I have.
Yeah,
Somebody just told me about that, where you could put it up on whatchamacallit, just how you people pay for it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Somebody just told me about that.
I
it's
think
going
that's
in
the
that direction.
goal, because when you look at the grand scheme, because like you said, if I had 800, if I just imagine if I had at least 10% of that, what's
Yeah.
that? 80 people,
Yeah,
$80 a month. You can't beat that.
can't beat it.
That's an extra form of income
Yeah.
right there.
Paying my bill.
You know what I'm saying? And then if it go from 20%, what? That's 160.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30%,
If you dropping that
Man.
content and building, man, them people gonna come in there and pay.
and that's
for
just
it.
at $1.
Yeah.
That's just at $1.
Yep.
What if you saying
5.
I need 5 a song, and
Yeah.
you get 80 people to spend that 5. Man, we gotta start
That's the play,
thinking
though.
about making money other than the ways that people show us.
Yeah.
Right.
Because their goal is to make the most money, then give you less money.
Yep.
So we gotta start finding ways to actually make the money.
Nah, no cap.
Because being an independent artist, like you said, it's people here. If we get together and we got that same mindset where we saying, "Hey, listen, I'm dropping my song on what's it called?
Even Biz.
Yeah, even
Even
biz.
biz?
Yep.
Hey, in the beginning, I'm gonna charge $1. See how many people gonna buy
Yeah,
this
when we
song,
start building, though,
and
it's
then you gonna be
go
like,
up,
"Damn, how many people bought this at $1?"
yeah.
$50?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
for sure.
Hey, for the next one, how y'all feel about this? How I feel if I drop this for $2? How many people will buy this? Do a poll. Oh, $2? Y'all cool with?
And you know what kind of supporters you got as you building.
You
and
feel me?
They building with you. So
Because
know
you gotta
what-
let them know, like, this is an investment. Y'all putting the money in me to make me, so I can
be able to
make better
keep giving
music.
y'all this. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Better music, better videos. You know what I'm saying? Better interactions. I'm gonna go rent out a venue. How many of y'all gonna spend $20 to come see me perform? Because like you said, Lil Russell was the king of that shit.
Backyard parties.
You
man.
feel me?
Golly.
We gotta do it, dog.
And he like
we
they
gotta
paying
do it.
hundreds of dollars to
We
get
gotta
in
do
there.
it,
So
dog.
it's like, sheesh.
We gotta do it, dog.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love that.
Me
'Cause
too, man.
that's the thing, bro. I forgot what they said. Black culture, American culture is like a hot commodity.
Yes, sir.
But it gets capitalized on by the vultures.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to start taking people from that are the talent within this, like either sports and music, whatever,
Yep.
and putting them in the executive positions so we can control all this stuff.
Yep.
And then we'll see a way different landscape.
Yeah.
That's why that talk about Why we can't get barbershops and all that other kind? We can get it.
Definitely
we
can.
just don't do it.
Exactly.
That's why we got to keep going to these other colored folks
Yeah.
to get all this other stuff.
Yeah.
We ain't got no grocery stores. We ain't got no tie shop. Bro, we ain't got nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
we
Literally
ain't got
nothing.
Nathaniel, bro.
Literally nothing.
we create so much culture that people just jock.
Yep.
And it's like, dog, we can control so much if we did it the right way.
What we
like,
do
it's
is we
crazy.
create it and then we let other people take it.
Yeah,
That's
we
exactly
don't
what it
gatekeep
is.
shit.
Yep.
Let everybody else monetize off of everything that we create.
Nah, we gonna
Yeah.
figure it out.
Facts.
We gonna be the problem solvers, man. And like I said, the way that things are going and the conversations that we having, I'm starting to realize a lot of people are having the same mindset.
Yeah.
We just got to bring it together.
Yeah.
Just
You got to
bring
get
it
them
together.
same people. That's why I said support.
Yeah.
It's support. Always tie back down to support.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because we get the same people with the same mindsets. That's everybody that support the same situation.
Hey, listen, go home and make that. What's the company again?
Even biz.
Yeah.
Go
Nah,
make-
I got it on my phone though.
Go do that ASAP.
I did not, but I'm gonna say, see, I be honest.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got the app and everything, but I didn't go and look into it and
Yeah.
really see what was going on.
Yeah.
Go make
That's what
that
I need to
ASAP.
do though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about setting up a system. Like as an artist, you're a business.
Yeah, for sure.
You could be McDonald's. You could be Coca-Cola. Literally.
Yeah.
You could be Drake.
Yeah.
He's a fucking artist. He's huge. So you got to look at every component. Where it's marketing. You know what I'm saying? Bookkeeping.
Yep.
Booking. Doing the actual music, all that stuff, and have the highest standards for everything you're doing.
for sure.
That's how they get to that point,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So yeah, I seen a lot of dudes cut corners like, yeah, I'm just drop this song unmixed and sound like I just recorded it in a shoebox.
Yeah,
like,
they still doing that to this day.
They
yeah.
do. And I'm just like, yeah, you're not serious, bro.
You're not serious. You can't be.
You're not serious.
And,
can't be.
and it be so bad because your so-called fans, they hear it too.
Yeah.
That's why they be fans and not supporters. Though.
Right.
Yeah, this song was cool, but bro, I could tell you recorded at the bathroom. What
On
the
Band Lab?
Yeah, Band Lab. I could
Shit is
tell, bro.
crazy.
Hey, shout out to the band labbers out there.
Shout out to them boys.
If you know how to do it. But
If you know how to do it right.
like you said, a lot of them, they're
Yeah.
not taking that craft serious, and they might be, but they just not investing in correctly.
Yeah, some people just think that they don't have to invest into an actual studio.
Yeah.
I mean, but you do.
You
got
do.
to.
You do.
It may not be somebody else's. If you want to invest into a studio, go get your own little setup.
Yeah.
But get the setup, bro.
Yeah.
Not no iPhone headphones and your iPhone.
Get
bro.
your interface.
Like, come
your
on,
computer.
man. Do what you gotta do,
Niggas
bro.
rapping into the AirPods.
Yes.
Come on, man.
They going in their car, rolling the windows up.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
They wilding in the car.
And can rap good, too.
Yeah, it'd be
Just
hard.
walking by a nigga in a car rapping.
Come on, man. They doing it.
It's hurt over there. What the fuck going on?
Nah, that's real,
Everybody
bro.
go to sleep in the house, and they got them.
Wait, everybody goes.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I understand if you got to do what you got to do,
Facts.
but if you have the means, bro, please upgrade.
Yes,
'cause
please do.
If you're trying to be a serious artist, at least.
I can see with the band lab thing if you're trying to get some thoughts
Get
out
some.
real
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
But when it come down to people actually recording on there and dropping that shit, I be like, yo.
That shit is crazy.
But I done heard a few people though, no cap. I done heard a few people where it actually sounds good.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
But you
it.
can use it on a computer with a mic, so they probably
Yeah,
did that.
yeah.
Not on the phone.
You right.
Laundry room.
People got them plug up headphones.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, yo.
So this gonna be my final question for you.
Okay.
Out of Time is out now.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
go cop that.
Right now.
What's the goal moving forward? What's next? Any shows coming up? Any collabs coming up? What's
okay.
up?
For Out of Time is definitely out
Yes.
now. But
Out of Time.
I got another single. It's gonna be like, cause like I said, I'm for the run with that
Mm-hmm.
with that vibe because I see that everybody liking it.
Yep.
So my next record is gonna be another one kind of like that. It's gonna be another sample joint where I can't too much make money off of it.
Yeah.
But the vibe is there, and they're gonna see how hard I'm working.
Right.
But after that third song that I dropped, that's gonna be the one that we putting everything into.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's what I like.
as far as a full project, I don't think my name big enough or my support system is big enough for a full project.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like within these 3 songs, that's what's gonna build my support system
Okay.
to where we'll be able to drop a full project.
Okay.
So yeah,
Nice.
That's what I like to hear then.
yeah for sure.
That's
My
what I
last
like to
question.
hear.
Who won the NBA Finals?
I'm gonna go with Boston, man.
Boston?
I
Okay.
think they're gonna get another one.
Lakers.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be fire.
And it's a franchise thing.
Like storyline.
Yeah,
That would definitely be a good one.
that'd be a
Yeah,
good.
they
one.
got the script already written.
Let's go with that one.
I'm
I
not
like
mad at
that.
it.
I
I'm
like
not mad
that.
at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad.
Yeah, you know we got
Lakers in 5.
Well, listen, Rockstar Rello, we appreciate you for coming
For
on,
sure.
bro.
Yes,
It's
sir.
definitely
I appreciate
interesting.
y'all.
I'm finna go listen to all your shit when I hit the gym this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
Gotta check it out.
Real deal.
And
It might make you fall in love with whoever you talking
Come
to.
on.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell
Might
you,
be in love
dog.
like 5 different women. I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to tell you.
Don't get in trouble behind me,
trying
dog.
to tell you.
I'm
I'm
like,
trying
hey,
to tell you.
hey.
He got that kind of music now.
Yeah, bro. Don't blame me. It was the music.
I don't really feel that way.
yeah. But y'all go check that out. Add it to your playlist.
For sure.
Show support, man. And artists, let's take it in our own hands, man. We
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
this. We can
Got
do
you.
this.
Yep.
So we appreciate you for coming on, man.
Nah, I appreciate
sir.
y'all for
Anybody
having
you
me,
want to shout
man.
out for you?
Man, shout out the team, man. Cole, man, dude. Shout out my wife, man, too. Alexis. Shout out her. Shout out my kids.
Of course.
Shout out to
You
children,
gotta
man.
shout out my kids, but I did my other shout outs earlier.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Engineering them.
yeah, we good though. Outside. Oh,
Let's get it.
One more, man. My bad. Free pot too, man.
Okay.
SBMG, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And yeah.
Yeah, Cerebral Chaos Podcast, episode 13. We out.
Yes, sir.